everybody, I'm Ray.
And I'm Paul.
And I'm Mike.
And we are the Alconauts.
And today, we are bringing you a rock star who's traveled across the world with Iron Maiden, Mr. Mike Burrough. But before we learn a little bit about our guest, let's get into this tale of the tape.
Alright, so this week we are drinking Trooper from Robinson Brewing. It is a beer that falls in at 4.7 ABV. Robinson Brewing is from the UK.
A beer.
Me too.
It's a beer. It's Trooper beer. It's premium British beer.
Beer.
It's a beer.
That's beer.
That's what it says. It says beer.
I gave you one job. What kind of beer?
It's a premium British beer.
Still doesn't answer my question, but nonetheless, let's crack these babies open. Let's find out what's in this beer.
Premium British beer.
Premium
Pretty
British beer. Nope, I thought it was going to be a lager. It doesn't look like a lager at all.
It's dark and amber. It smells sweet.
English bitters kind of smell.
Never had an English bitters.
A
So
little
I don't know
bit,
what that smells
a
like.
little bit of a rye smell coming out of this. I've got a muffin top here.
Me too, right here.
You are way too proud of that.
It's bought and paid for, buddy. It's bought and paid for.
Who are you? Excuse me. I'd like to buy a new body. Can I get that model? That's going to be $15,000. Okay, I'll take the muffin top one. That's going to be cheaper.
Dad bought hot, buddy.
Dad bod hot. If you think Ray is dad bod hot, comment down below because we
Please don't.
want to know who you are and why. Just why?
Am I allowed to comment?
Oh, you absolutely
Please
can.
don't.
Let's have a couple sips. Let's find out what we got. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ray.
Cheers.
And cheers,
Cheers, all.
everybody. It's got a caramel taste to it. It's not bad. It goes down pretty smoothly. I'm on the fence right now, but we have had this beer before. So it's interesting to see what our thoughts are now that we're more refined with our tastes. What are your thoughts, Michael?
Fruity.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, fruity inside.
I've got a weird fruit and then, like you said, caramel. I was glad you said it.
Would it be
because I
like
couldn't work
a
out what it
plum sort of fruit flavor, or what are you thinking?
was. Have another go.
Because I've actually been thinking about this beer since we had it before, and there was a weird flavor that I could not
There
figure
is,
out.
and that's what I can't identify.
It's a weird sweetness. The caramel, yes,
Yeah.
but there's something else to it.
It dies off real quick too. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not very good at reviewing beer.
Why the hell have we got you here then?
I will tell you why we've got him here. The reason why we're redoing the Trooper is because Michael over here was the lead singer of the opening act for Iron Maiden's World Tour, and he's going to regale us with some of his experiences like a rock star should. And we are so happy that you are on the show, so thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And then it's not as if you opened for them once or twice. You were on the entire world tour.
2016.
Yeah.
71 shows.
Cool.
Maiden actually played 72, but there was an issue with the lyrics for one of the Raven Age songs because they're very strict in certain places on what can be played and what can be sang live on stage in front of people. So we actually missed, I want to say it was Beijing that we didn't play. I'm pretty sure it was Beijing.
Due to one song.
Due to one song, yeah, that they were unhappy with the lyrics.
So
of.
rather than not doing that one song, they said, nope.
Yep,
Wow.
pretty much.
Wow.
Wow, that's harsh.
Leave it to the...
Oh, you can't say that. You can't do that. That's gonna be cut. Wow.
I'm glad you said that. Ray or me.
From the beige guy. So I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Do you need your safety blanket, Ray?
Yes, please.
How are we going to film the rest of it now?
This is not right. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Please come pick me up.
Lead singer of Raven Age, which was the opening act for Iron Maiden. What was that like?
Pretty fucking awesome, really.
I would think so.
I can only imagine.
I think everybody in the audience would be like, it better be fucking awesome.
Yeah. No, it was... we did a hell of a lot. Obviously, 6 months on the road. I was on a plane every other day for 4 days. Maiden's plane, which is cool as shit. I did the tour in 2016. I left the band at the end of 2017, I believe. But yeah, they're still absolutely killing it, still going out doing it. They're playing with bigger and bigger bands, and I wish them all the luck. That's absolutely awesome.
What would you say would be the most memorable experience you had being on tour?
I decided after the show in Russia, instead of go back to my own hotel and go to bed, I went out with 2 female Russian neurologists and got absolutely shit-faced. And I woke up in one of their hotels at 10 a.m. The issue with that is that bus call was at 8 a.m. from my hotel, which was 20 minutes away.
You missed the plane.
I missed the plane. I was the only person who managed to do that, and the band were not very happy about it. Of course, it was terrible. It was a bad decision, but luckily it was not too much of an issue with it because the next show was in Finland and it wasn't for 3 days. Another addition to that is that my parents they went on Facebook to try and track me down because I had hundreds of worried messages. It really wasn't good. But my parents contacted a guy on Facebook who they thought was the girl I was with's brother. It was not. It was her ex-husband.
Oh.
So I actually managed to get to Moscow airport and be back in Finland 5 hours after I was supposed to. And I walked into the hotel and all of the hardcore Maiden roadies, the killer crew as they're known, actually applauded me.
For actually getting there.
Someone's doing something. Someone's still being a rock star.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And funnily enough, another memory I have, which actually wasn't on tour, I went to see British Lion, that's Steve Harris's side project band. They played in Toronto, and after the show we went to a bar and we drank some beers and whatnot. Steve basically come over and actually interrupted a conversation I was having to say, Mike, sorry, what happened in Russia? Because he had no idea.
Really?
So I got to fill him
Steve Harris.
in Toronto. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
The other thing I was gonna say while we were here was that there's an amusing story with this actual beer. I was at Download Festival, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, and definitely one of the most reputable festivals in England. It's almost more fun to go there as a guest than as an artist because it's just so good. Everyone's just having a good time. I ended up in the Iron Maiden hospitality tent, but they had Trooper on tap and it was free. Totally free.
Oh.
Until midnight.
Chug-a-lug.
Race up to the bar, get our troopers in, and I remember getting my phone out and looking at it, and I was served my trooper beer in the Maiden hospitality tent at 2 minutes to midnight, which is a very famous, brilliant
Wow,
Iron
yeah.
Maiden song.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite Iron Maiden song. So that was a very surreal moment because I was like, ah.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that was
awesome.
pretty cool. I definitely made some friends for life on that tour, and I care
Cool.
about them all still.
Now, there's a story I've heard about your interaction with Bruce. Bruce flies his own plane.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So they actually leased the aircraft on that tour. It was from Icelandic Air. They get it all sort of sign printed and everything. All the tour dates are on the front. It was absolutely wicked. The story you're talking about is I pretty much only met Bruce like once at the hotel airport before the tour started. Hi Bruce, how are you? I'm Mike. You know, that was it. So Bruce walks down the back of the plane. So I was standing around, having some drinks, and I see Bruce walk down, and he's in his full pilot outfit, and I'm like, shouldn't you be flying the plane? And he absolutely loved it because, you know, people are usually quite careful with how they interact, but he had a good laugh with me. There was another interaction where my shoes had fallen apart, so they were literally talking to me, you know, they're peeling away from the soles. So I went up backstage, grabbed loads of black tape and just taped the hell out of these shoes. And Bruce walked past me and he went, yeah, I've been there, I get it. I couldn't find any shoes. I've got size 12 feet and I couldn't find any. Weirdly, we were in Brazil at that point and I couldn't find big shoes, which really surprised me because I know a lot of Brazilians that are pretty big. You'd think the shoes would be.
This just in, Brazilian men have small feet.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, I think it is time for the chug. Ray, I want you to explain the rules of the chug like you are the MC at an Iron Maiden concert introducing us to the chug.
Welcome to the show! We have got Iron Maiden leading this off, but before we get there, we're gonna chug! So grab your glasses. When I count down from 3, we're gonna go! 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, Jesus.
I tried to beat Ray and failed,
Ain't gonna happen.
but he did get a quick start on me.
I'm gonna start this off and say the caramel taste is predominant. It mingles in with a rye taste to this. It's not that bad. Like if you like an English bitter, but you don't want it over exuberant in terms of that flavor, it's not a bad beer. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. I'm probably gonna go. I'll do a 6-pack.
Well, like I said, I don't really do too much beer. This is going to be terrible. I don't really like it. I can drink it if I go to someone's house and it's in the fridge. I'll absolutely help them drink it. But what's less than a 6-pack on your?
1 can.
Or
no cans.
I'm not sure.
Or no cans.
I wouldn't go out of my way. However, the can's pretty awesome, and there's a lot of nostalgia involved. And I did spend a fair few months drinking the hell out of it. 6-pack.
6-pack it is. All right, Ray.
Alrighty. I was really not a fan of this last time we drank it. It's smooth. It's easy to drink. It's way over caramelly for me. It's a 1 canner for me still.
Iron Man, we still love you. We still got your boy over here. Thank you for being on our show and sharing your experiences. I feel like a groupie just listening to your stories. Your experiences are amazing. I love it, and I hope you guys really get the context of this. Like this guy lived the rock and roll life. Ray, I don't even know why you're on the show. With that being said, I am Paul.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Mike.
And we are the Alconauts.
Cheers all.
Thanks.